My girlfriend's family made fun of my culture and tried to make me sing and dance like a monkey for their entertainment, and all my girlfriend did was laugh and say it was a joke. Posted by u/tr0w it away. Okay, I'm of indigenous descent. I do perform at powwows and sing too. My girlfriend is white, so is her family, except for her brother-in-law. He's African American. This is my first Christmas with them and my girlfriend, been together a year and a half. There's that bit of backstory. So, I went to my girlfriend's family gathering for Christmas yesterday, and while there it comes up that I dance and sing at powwows. Conversation starts off innocent enough, but I get that feeling that people of color get sometimes when these sorts of talks come up. And I know something offensive is about to go down. There are about 15 grown people there, and 4 children. So, I'm fielding questions/statements like, do the words mean anything or is it just gibberish? I can hop too. How much Indian are you? Do you get money from the casino? Anyways, my girlfriend's uncle tells me to do an Indian chant and wants me to dance too. I said no. Then my girlfriend's dad chimes in with come on. Do one. And then like 6 others start asking. I say it's just weird, and I don't want to. My girlfriend's brother-in-law is staring at the floor, glancing over at me with a look that says, I'm so sorry. And after about 5 minutes of this crap, her uncle tells his kids to dance and sing like an Indian. So then there's 2 white children making Indian noises and jumping around the room. My girlfriend is laughing, like, WTF. And everyone is cheering for them. Me and the brother-in-law are staring in complete effing disbelief. Then they start in on me again, they can do it. Show them how it's actually done. I've had enough. I stand up and tell them I'm not their effing show monkey, and they need to be more respectful of other cultures. My girlfriend just sits there. She's been to at least 10 of my performances, and claims to love my culture, and she not once defended me or it here. I look over at her and ask her to help me out here, and she sheepishly says, they're just kidding around. And I say, okay. Well, I'm not kidding around when I say we're done. Her dad and uncle start saying something, and her sister says that that's not fair. I start walking to the bedroom to get my crap to leave. While doing so, I forget that she drove her car. And I'm without transport to get 4 hours to my apartment. So, I suck it up, go back out there while my ex-girlfriend's grandma is telling everyone off. She was also not happy about what transpired. She's a goddamn saint of a woman. I say to my ex-girlfriend, you need to take me home. Now. Please. She's crying, naturally. And her dad says, find your own way, you effing bastard. And the brother-in-law stands up and says, I'll do it. His wife tells him not to, and he says something like this was all too much, and he can't just leave me stranded. So, I get into his truck, and I'm shaking. I'm still so effing pissed off. And he gets in, starts it up, and we're off. About 15 minutes down the road he looks at me and says, bro. What the F? And we start laughing. He tells me about what happened his first time meeting that family and all the stories thereafter, and honestly, I think I dodged a bullet. So, today I've been getting messages from my friends and mutual friends of my ex about how I'm a jerk for breaking up with her in front of her family, cussing them all out, and demanding they fly, total BS, me back home. Apparently she's been feeding them all an extremely exaggerated event. One asked me if I keyed her dad's car before I left. Like, WTF. Anyways, I've been feeling kind of bad for dumping her in front of her family like that. My adrenaline is still active, and my nerves are all on end. Is what I did too much? How do I get my friends to believe that what I did was justified? I know she probably didn't mean what she did, but still. She's also been texting me and trying to smooth things over, but I honestly don't see it. Especially after lying to our friends. But also, part of me really does miss her. We've been holed up at my place for 11 months, getting to know, almost, everything about each other. I'm confused. I know me and most of her family are done even if we work this crap out. It's a weird thing to love someone, and then suddenly you have to tell yourself you don't anymore. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. F that noise, her family is racist and she didn't stand up for you. You dodged a bullet. You don't owe anyone a performance, and I'd break up with someone treating me like a dancing monkey too. The fact she doubled down and started lying about what happened shows you how much love and respect she has for you. Move on with a clear conscience, and don't look back. You deserve someone who will stand up for you. Sending you love. Commenter 2. If you don't leave now, it will turn into a toxic, codependent situation later on where no one feels loved or respected, but they stick around because they don't want to be lonely. My ex-husband was an amazing man. Really amazing, but we separated after 15 years of marriage because the racism from his family got to the point where we all just hate each other now. My ex-husband had to go because he never stood up for me, because my parents are old, and I don't want them to get a heart attack or die because of me standing up against them. You're young, you've dodged a bullet, and you can love someone tolerant, respectful, loving, And caring who is raised by accepting people. Usually, people who are raised by very bad people also, at some point, exhibit the fruit of their upbringing. Stuff that will not be acceptable for you will be acceptable for them to say, do, or think. This could help. If the outsider was not her own boyfriend but someone else, do you think she would have joined her family in laughing at that person? If your answer is yes, then she's not for you, mate. If your answer is no, she's the kind of person to tell her family not to laugh at others, then she's your woman. Because that's the kind of woman you'll be wanting by your side. Update 4 days later. So, first off, thank you for the awards and stuff. The kind words. And mostly the advice. Second, I turned off my phone after my original post, and immediately got hammered, passed out, woke up at 2 p.m. the next day, ordered some MF waffles, and built my dog a bed that she won't sleep in, whatever, I guess, then got into my car, went to Best Buy to buy a PS5, they didn't have any, naturally, bought a new TV instead, got a Switch and some games, and had been living the best effing life I could possibly be living. No phone, no internet, except for the gaming, no social media, and honestly, no heartache. Finally turned my phone back on today to an absolute onslaught of texts, missed calls, voicemails, Facebook messages, Twitter messages, and you name it. There was a message on my PS from my brother even. I did respond to him to let him know I was fine and to tell our family not to worry, I was just dealing in my own way. The juicy bits are as follows: my ex is terribly sorry and she doesn't condone what they did, but it's her family and she didn't mean to laugh or whatever. She keeps trying to bait me to respond with things like, what about our history? We talked about having a family. Basically, trying everything. I will admit I did respond once, and I said, politely, please leave me alone. What we had was great. I enjoyed every bit of it as much as you claim you had. But, that was absolutely horrific to watch, and watching you laugh at it was heartbreaking and abhorrent. We have no chance after what I experienced. Hopefully that didn't paste in a weird format. But, she has since messaged me a few times more, then I think she finally realized it's over. Her dad or uncle, I'm honestly not sure who, texted me to apologize for what happened. Never responded. Probably won't. Her grandma added me on Facebook, that goddamn sweetheart. She's like 80, and posted the night this all happened that she has never been so disappointed on a holiday. Then has been spamming the newsfeed with Indigenous history stuff, and made a big long post on the anniversary of Wounded Knee that was absolutely beautiful. I am talking with her about her granddaughter. She thinks I should give her another shot. I told her it's honestly not something I want to deal with right now. She gets it though. Our friends group has basically been split down the middle. Half still think I should have waited until Christmas was over to break up, the other half just don't really give a crap anymore, I guess. There are a few friends I did explain what happened to, and that went about as smooth as crapping bricks sideways. They refused to believe she would just sit there and do nothing, despite screenshots of her literally saying she was sorry for laughing and not doing anything. So, they're gone. Done with them. Some of my closer pals told me they never trusted her, and I asked why, and they said it's because she called fry bread lefse one time. Lol. Other than that, our friends are all filled in from what happened on both sides. Whatever they decide. It is what it is. The real hero of the situation, the brother-in-law. I showed him the post and he had a few things to say. 1. He said F the guy who called him the N-word or something. Yeah, F that guy. 2. He says that he and his wife are actually in the middle of a divorce, but were trying to reconcile before going through with it because they have a child together. 3. He says thanks for all the MVP acknowledgement, and he says he couldn't just leave a brother hanging like that. I learned that he's a quarter Choctaw. And last, he says he hates racism as much as the next decent person, but love is a crazy, beautiful, fickle, wonderful BTCH. What are you gonna do? I think that about covers most of everything. I don't expect there will be anything to update from here. Again, thanks for the kindness. You are all amazing, except that one guy. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Seneca Kayuga here, my man. I understand how that crap goes, and I effing hate it. My ex-wife refused to go to powwows and crap, saying it's nonsense. Luckily divorced now, and I say get that brother-in-law a beer and the best fry bread you can make, my man. Commenter 2. Micmac/Anishinaabe here, brother. I'm glad you were able to break away from this family. As Indigenous people, our culture has been so beat down. It was illegal for us to hold ceremony, dance, sing our songs, and speak our language. F those people. Imagine having children in that family. I could see her people taking them out to show off their little Indian baby. I wish you all the success and happiness on your new path.